All right, y'all, we back with another video. This time we're going to be doing a reaction video of Cam Newton interviewing Brittany Renner. This is part 2. They actually did another one, part 1, a couple weeks back, and this is part 2. I must say, this is a really dope interview. If you haven't checked it out, check it out on Cam Newton's page on YouTube. Very dope interview. I think they have some great chemistry as far as them going back and forth with questions and stuff like that. And she's not combative. She listens, and she listens to not only understand, but she listens to gain value from the conversation, right? And so it's on both ways. So I respect her decorum and how she approaches these interviews. Is well, at least on camera, right? But yeah, it's a dope interview. So I'm gonna react to Brittany Renner and Cam Newton talking about should women approach men, and I'm gonna give you guys my my commentary. So here we go.
Why should a woman approach a man?
Why?
Yeah.
Because you should go for what you want.
Okay.
Simple and plain. And it's not looked as pussy on a platter. It's not looked as I want to fuck. It's not looked as something that's demonizing to your character or your morals. It's just like, look, hey, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like, I don't know what you about. I don't know who you here with, but boom, here's a drink from me to you. Whether you wanna pursue me or not, I'm hitting on you, right? Yeah. Would you like, so that also puts even more pressure or blame on it, not blame, but some men aren't that. Some men needs to still be taught that. Like,
and that's okay.
All right, let me tell you something. So I agree with Cam. Yes, women need to approach men, especially more often. We live in a day and age right now where we're so captivated and drawn and only on our digital devices. Everywhere you go, right? You can be out and about. You're going to see someone walking, looking down on their phone, whatever they're doing, texting, looking at videos, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. And it's coupled with the fact that, you got women and men too who live on their phones, right? But when you're outside, you have the other society factors as well. Because when men try to approach women, you have the Me Too movement. So you try to approach a woman, if you don't know how her day is going, what her mind is on, she could be on some, Me Too type shit, like, don't approach me, you're aggressive type thing. So all of those things come into play. And so I'm gonna be honest, me personally, ever since my divorce, I have been on dating apps, but I am no longer, from this point on, I'm not doing dating apps anymore. I'm just going back to old school, how I used to be. And I have been approached by women before, choosing signals, direct choosing signals, or indirect. And I should do another video breaking those down as well, because I kind of noticed the difference now between direct choosing signals and indirect choosing signals, right? But for the most part, like I said, women do need to approach men, because that's how I was back in the old days, right? Back in the old days, women would do things as far as making gestures. They would do a thing where they would drop certain objects on the floor to get a man's attention, for them to start a conversation and things of that nature. That's how it was back in the day, right? And so now, especially in today's age with the Generation Z, and we're so caught up on technology, it's pretty much damn near impossible for the men to approach a woman. But it can still be done. You just have to do it in different ways. So let's continue.
But that's not a man for me. I don't want to have to teach you. You need to know what you want. And a bitch like me, a young lady like me, you don't have to come out swinging. I can't hold your hand through this. You have to know what you want. Again, if you want to play coy in the corner and you're like, whatever, I'm not really that guy, then you're really not that guy. So, like, what makes you special? What makes you special? You're not that guy. You're gonna stand in the corner. You're gonna let whatever you think you want pass you by. You're pussy.
But that's the same thing I can say about you.
No.
I can say the same thing about you.
Because you just said men are hunters.
So, no,
women are hunters now?
No, I didn't say.
Here we go.
I didn't say men.
Contradicting.
I didn't say men. I didn't say men are hunters. I didn't say.
So
that.
women are hunters too.
Yes. You just said.
Nobody
clearly,
here believes you.
You just said clearly, I want to be a lioness because I want to be equal. Did you not just say that?
But the lioness don't go up to the male. He comes to the what's it called? What do they call it?
Do you know this? Are we watching National Geographic?
Okay, well, if they talk about the animal kingdom, all right. So there's one specific group of animals where the female is the dominant one, and the male is he plays the submissive role, which is hyenas. Hyenas are led by females. They're the alpha, quote unquote, female. They lead the pack, and the male is the subservient. He is the submissive one. So from an animal kingdom perspective, yes, there are animals like the hyenas where the women, the females, are the ones that are leading the charge, that are pretty much the head of the household and taking care of everything, and the males are the subservient ones. So
Graphic right now.
No, I'm pretty sure he fights for his position, and then he gets all the bitches.
So I'm saying, okay, which that's a double standard. That's kind of like, yo, you.
So men want to get approached. Y'all want to get approached at the bar.
I've been approached before.
That's not what I asked you.
Me too.
You want to get approached.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes.
Now in my life, no, I don't. But
Well, why not now?
well, I could.
Why not?
I could. Let's
Well, why
just-
not?
There's nothing wrong with getting approached.
I say, why not now?
Especially as a man. Listen, I've been there, done that, and there's nothing wrong with a woman approaching a man. But I should do a separate video breaking down the type of approaches and type of choosing signals that women tend to give off when it comes to that.
Tell the viewers. What camera?
Why not?
Why not?
Who wouldn't want to be approached?
Because you don't have to do the fucking work. It's already halfway done. The assignment's halfway complete.
No, it's not the work. First of all, she's wrong. When a woman approaches a man, the product that you see right now is a cultivated effort from previous times. Meaning that, let's say, for instance, for me, I go to the gym damn near every day, right? So me putting in the time and the effort to build my strength, build my body, build my, continue to tone and, do the things to make sure physically I look good. That's a result of me putting the effort to make sure physically that I'm readily available, more attractive than, what I was previously. And so therefore my sexual marketplace value continues to go up. And so when based off that, a woman sees the effort, or at least sees the finished product or the product that's actually being worked on, and they say, hey, I like what I see. Let me just do something so that I can either go into the direction of his eyesight view, or I would just be bold enough to actually go up to him and ask him a random question and start a conversation. So those are the kind of things that happen. But yeah, so I disagree with the fact that you don't have to do any work. No, just it's same concept when it comes to a woman. If a woman is putting in work physically, getting herself in shape, she's taking care of her diet, she's looking good, she has the right clothes on, everything else. That's a result of her putting in the effort prior to the at least the product that you see right now in person, right? So that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
She's pretty. She want to fuck. She's interested. I don't really have to chase and figure it out.
You talking to a man that ain't looking to fuck. You know what I'm saying? Would I? Yes. But I'm not sitting up here. My going out mentality is a little different where I sit at now. You know what I'm saying? I could go out with a group of dudes, a group of fellas that's like, bruh, we just have women in our ensemble for the aesthetic, and just, I really don't enjoy it. I said it before. I don't really like talking to men like that.
Yeah,
it's
me
just,
too.
they're only one
agree.
track minded to a degree. I will enjoy more talking to a female. That don't mean I'm
Yeah.
trying to fuck. That don't mean I'm trying to
Right.
be aggressive or push up on
Right.
you. Like I said this before in an interview, it's like, just because I'm a gentleman, just because I'm an alpha male and I know what I want and I like, that don't mean I'm hitting up on you.
Right. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just because you're an alpha woman or you're a lioness or you're a confident woman, that don't mean I want to fuck, or I just think
Yeah.
you fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm rewarding you for catching my eye, and boom, that's what it is. You don't have to look weak, or it's not a gender.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just speaking for myself. Like, as far as like female friends and things of that nature, if you're not attractive, you're not my friend. I have to be attracted to you for you to be my friend. That's just how it is. You have to be physically attractive to be my friend. I don't like ugly people. And I'm not just talking about physically, I'm talking about, personality wise and all that stuff. But attractive is not only the physical part, but it's your personality too. So if you're pretty on the inside and outside, yes, you can be my friend. Opposite about, being ugly on the inside and outside, I'm not rocking with you. So I like attractive people, specifically women. And that's just how it is.
Thing that only men should approach women, or a woman is just supposed to sit back and be chose, because it's for everybody.
I mean, I agree with that perspective. I guess I think where I'm at in my life, I just think that men know what they want.
Women, you know what you want too.
Right, but I feel like I wouldn't have to seek a man. I wouldn't have to go to the side of the bar and be like, here's a drink for us. Granted, yes, like, I don't see a problem with that, but I think the type of man that I want, I wouldn't even have to go out of my way. Like, he would assert himself. He would make the move. Like, I wouldn't have to do that. Like, why do I have to make the move? Like,
okay, that's lazy.
You have to nobody. Okay, that's the have to is a strong word. No one has to do anything. You can do something if you want, but based off history, women historically did approach men. They did do things to get men's attention, right? And this is look back in history books. This is proven facts. So historically, your ancestors, mine, chose their man. It wasn't the opposite. It was the woman's job to choose their mate, right? So what I think, Brittany needs to understand the fact that you don't have to do anything. She's right. It's about what you choose to do. But I think that women should be able to approach men just as much as men should be able to approach women. For the most part,
in my opinion, that's lazy. So I say let's remove the club vibe. Let's remove the club, aesthetic. What if you're grocery shopping?
at Whole Foods, just wholesome.
Whole
Publix,
Foods.
Walmart, Target, whatever.
Harris
kind of
Teeter.
Yeah, Harris
Charlotte.
Teeter.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we're grocery shopping.
Right? You see somebody, catches your eye, boom. Y'all done went down aisle one. Y'all saw each other initially at aisle one.
Okay.
Fast forward 30 minutes later. Now you in the frozen food section, and you
And
see
there
that
you are
same
again.
dude. Like, oh,
Right.
haha. You're not even going, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's your name?
I'm personally not, no.
So it's the man's job to just.
I'm not saying that there aren't exceptions to the rule. I just
Okay.
feel like the type of man I want knows what he wants, and I don't have to go out of my way. You're gonna know when it's just gonna make. We're gonna.
So let's stay here for a second, because I think like we're going down a track where society has positioned our thinking to be a certain type of way, and I want to play devil's advocate to just double standards.
Okay.
Give me a double standard, or let's get 3 to 5 that you say women can do, men can't, or if it's easier for you to say men can do that women can't.
I would say guys can fuck a bunch of bitches, and they're still seen as husband material. Women, we cannot. I would say that.
Yeah, you guys aren't made to fuck a whole bunch of men. You know, there's this thing. It's a thing called pair bonding, and with the 304 culture now, a lot of women, unfortunately, they lost that experience of pair bonding, meaning that being intimate and having sex with one partner, not multiple men, inside your vaginal walls, because that messes up your whole that messes up your whole pH balance. It messes up your third eye. It messes up everything when it comes to your spirit. And once that spirit is unaligned, because you have so many other spirits inside you from other men, you lose that track of pair bonding. And that's what the 304 culture has created. And it's been like that for, of course, centuries. But like I mentioned before in my past video, like if you have a body count where you can pass 10 fingers and you're under the age of 30, then you are 304 for sure. Me personally, a woman body count, if they're, I would prefer a woman's body count to be 5 or below. Age 30 and up. If you're over 30, it should be 5 or below. Now, men are different. We spread our seeds, so we're gonna be jackrabbits. We're gonna be breeders, if you will, right? We're just gonna be just doing that because that's what men are here to do. We're here to spread seeds. We're here to be, procreate. That's what we're here for. So we can do that. Now, technically, yeah, we can pair bond with one person, and you can be monogamous or whatever the case may be as far as like sexually to one person. That is definitely possible. Trust me, because I've done that being married for so long. But for the most part, scientifically, men are producers, women are carriers, right?
Men get away with having multiple kids, multiple baby mamas, still seen as the prize. No shade, just saying it out there. I would say one thing that we as women can do, we can hook up with bitches and we're not seen as gay. That's not fair to guys, because it's like, hey, you want to stick a dick in an ass? That's one. I'm sorry, but it's like girls, we have a little bit more leeway to be sexually free than guys do without being labeled as, oh no, he's gay, like he wants to be with a man.
Right.
So I think those are 3 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Could you be, just for topic of discussion, could you be with a free man?
I've thought about this.
It's getting hot in here, y'all. It's getting hot.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a little, like, if I'm being transparent, it's a little strange, like, thinking about,
so
you making a wink from
let me paint a picture.
I can't. In my mind, it's hard. It's hard to understand.
Let me paint a picture. You're dating a guy.
Yeah.
He's giving everything he's supposed to give, right? And then all of a sudden you get something from your girl like, Brittany, look, I don't know if you heard about so-and-so, but Timothy told me that him and so-and-so was at the bar last night, and they left together, girl, like on some...
Yeah, that's a lot. I can't do that. I think that's too where probably I have a bit of double standards myself. Like,
we all do.
We all do, and we need to address it. But I just don't know if I could be with a man, but I feel like the one reason I would be open to that is because I've dabbled in that and it just wasn't for me, like with girls. It's like, okay, that was fun. I couldn't really date one, but I don't want to be labeled as this just because I went through that. And I feel like guys should be awarded that same leniency where it's like, if I wanted to try this, like, why do I have to be labeled as this?
First off,
so that's why I would be open-minded. I don't want to say like definite no, but right now.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right here. So I believe she's referring to polygamous or polygyny or polygamy relationships, polyandry relationships, things of that nature. That is a whole other topic of conversation as well, right? I have thought about doing some things like that, but things, you really have to have things aligned to do that, right? If you notice, and it's really not about the money. It's more about finding someone that has the same exact value, the same exact purpose, the same mindset as you, so they can agree to be under that poly or polygamous relationship, right? You check out the billionaires, like for instance, Kanye West is a billionaire. He's only going after one woman, which is Kim Kardashian. He can have any woman he wants. He can have a plethora of women, but he, again, his mindset is around one person. He can develop a polyandrous relationship or whatever the case may be if he wanted to. He has the money and the resources. He doesn't want to. So it's a mind. My point is, it's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. So you have to be able to have that mindset and find someone that has that same mindset as you to establish that kind of that poly relationship. All right, so I'm gonna just stop it right there, family. That was a good interview. So again, check it out on Cam Newton's page on YouTube. Dope interview with Brittany Renner. I actually give, even though she's considered a 304 and the new age, Kareen Steffens, right? I give her respect because she knows how to articulate herself very well. She's very articulate. I think she's very intelligent as well. So I do give her respect when it comes to that. All right, so those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. Until next time, GMOGMediaTV signing out. Peace.